Okay, I believe we are recording. Um, I feel like double checking. Okay, yeah, we are. Sorry, I just wanted to double check. So many people asked me to record this tonight. Okay, so let's jump right in. How to host an event. And I'm thinking specifically of an in-person event. So some people call them a sip and see. Some people call them an opportunity of a lifetime event. Um, we typically don't call them parties because what people typically think with parties is there's this expectation to purchase or buy, that you kind of put out all your products and they're like, hey, what do you want to buy? Where ours are really information only. And what happens typically is that the information is very compelling and people end up wanting to try the products or sign up. So calling them an event, a sip and see, anything like that, is probably a better and a more accurate representation of what we do. So I like to call them sip and sees because I'm going to have some slim out for people to sip, see what Plexus is all about. So I'm excited. Let's jump right in. So why host an event? Oh my word, y'all. Okay, so this is why I made notes, so I could not ramble. So first of all, duplication. Melissa Eichenhorst, our Diamond Upline, would be the first to say that her whole team originally was built on events. She hosted them on a monthly basis at the very least. She was doing tons of events for herself, for her team, and she's kind of like the queen of them. She's kind of even known in Plexus for how successful her events have been. And so duplication is all about following the leader, and every jewel on Team Eichenhorst is going to tell you to host events. They have all gotten to where they're at by hosting events. Events are not something, even though we are not a party-based company, meaning we can grow our business without parties. We're not dependent on parties to grow our business. But events are only going to multiply our efforts that we're doing as we're talking to people individually and private messaging and everything like that, right? So it just multiplies our efforts. So duplication is we do them because our upline has done them. Y'all, I hosted my first online event by myself my very first month. I was not even a silver ambassador yet. Did I know what I was talking about? No. Did I get ambassadors? Yes. Did I get customers? Yes. Because I got on there and I was enthusiastic and I was excited because I was all in and I had bought into the fact that these products were life-changing and this business opportunity was life-changing. And who knows what I talked about for an hour. I think I probably went over like every single ingredient in all of our products. I probably bored my friends to tears. I only had 3 guests, but y'all, I have done this from the very beginning. There has not been 1 month, I don't think, that I have not been a part of some sort of event, whether it's in person or online. But on my way up to gold and senior gold, I was doing tons of online events and sip and sees as well, local events. So do it, okay? Just do it. It's an easy, time-efficient way to get info into your friends' hands. So it can be you and 3 people. It can be you and 10 people. It could be you and 1 other person. If that's all you've got is 1 person that you invite over and you say, sip on this, try this, and let me tell you about this. But for you to get together with 5 other people and spend an hour talking about Plexus as opposed to 5 hours one-on-one, right? So easy and time efficient. Gives you the opportunity to share your passion and belief. There's something about people hearing your voice and something about being in the same room with someone, just the energy that environment provides. It's powerful for people to buy into what you're talking about. Leaders are born at events. This is what our company president, Alec Clark, says. And what it means is that events, whether it is a sip and see, whether it is Super Saturday, whether it is at convention. Events are places that, like I said, people buy into Plexus. Their belief is built in the products and the company and the opportunity. And they see other ambassadors. They see these ambassadors are normal people. And if they can do this, I can too. So events are places that people go all in with Plexus because they see the opportunity for what it is and they say, I can do this too. Okay, the last, and I think this is what I want you guys here and listening to this to walk away with from this training. Events, when done consistently, the minimum being once a month, okay? Once a month is going to provide momentum for your business and your team and their businesses. Slow and steady does not grow a business, okay? I hear ambassadors say this, I'm just taking the slow and steady approach. And knowing the business and knowing my experience is we have a factor called attrition with our business, is that typically for every 10 people that are going to join you, 2 or 3 are going to drop off pretty quickly or eventually. And so maybe even 3, anywhere between 20% and 30% attrition with our business. And so what happens if you're going slow and steady is, if you're just adding 1 or 2 every month to your team, you're just going to keep breaking even. And so here's what I want you to picture with events. What if this month you hosted a Sip and See and you were able, with a lot of work, to be able to get 3 people to attend, okay? Let's say out of those 3 people, 1 of them signed up as an ambassador and said, yeah, I want to do this with you. Then you host another event next month. And let's say you work really hard and you get 3 new people to come to the event, and your new ambassador gets 3 people to come to the event. So now it's you and a new ambassador and 6 guests. And out of those 6 guests, let's say another 2 people join your team. So now there's 4 of you working, bringing people every month. And y'all, by the end of the year, you will have multiplied. You will have grown out of the space. You've gotten too large for the space where you held your first Sip and See. There is potential for major momentum, even if it starts small, even if you just start with 1 or 2 guests. If you can get 1 of them on board and say to them, okay, next month, I want you to bring your friend. Let's say someone just signs up as a wholesale customer. They can still invite people to these events. They might not want to work the business, but they also might not know how to get information into their sister's hands or their mom's hands. And so they know that they don't want to work the business full time, but they also know, let's say their sister needs Plexus. They can invite their sister to this event to learn more. And who knows, maybe she's your next rock star. Maybe your ambassador doesn't want to work the business, but her sister does. And so the event provides the opportunity to get that information in those people's hands. Okay, am I getting your wheels turning? Are you seeing that there's major potential for major momentum when you're hosting events consistently? At Super Saturday this last week, Diamond Ambassador Sarah Marble, she has been with the company, y'all, for 6 years, like back when the only product we had was our breast check kit, okay? Before Slim was even out, that's how long she's been around. She said ever since her business started, she has done a weekly event. Every Monday night is her Plexus event, and it's just something she decided to do with her husband 6 years ago, that Monday nights he gets the kids, and every Monday night she goes and hosts the event, and every single week they tell the guests, bring a guest next week. And so it's just this ongoing event that never stops, and it's always a place for people to bring guests to learn about Plexus. I was like, that's amazing, that's awesome, I need to figure out how to do that. So really, really cool. Okay, so now that I've got you excited about hosting an event every single month this year, you are all committed to hosting 12 events this year. Here's how to prepare. First of all, mentally, y'all. 90% of our business is mental. It's in our head. So here's some things to mentally prepare yourself. First of all, you be you. Okay, do not try and be me. Do not try and be Rachel or Melissa Eichenhorst or any other ambassador that you have ever heard at an event or whatever. You be you. Your guests are there to hear from you. So be comfortable in your own skin. If you're not like a cheerleader type, don't feel like you need to be a cheerleader. Be yourself, be your personality. Be confident and be excited. Excitement does have a look and a tone to it. So some people can be like, I'm really excited right now, but they're completely blank-faced, okay? Smile, be happy that people are there to hear from you. Be sincere and excited. Okay, logistically, you need to pick a date. Last-minute events typically never, ever work. You want to give yourself some time, and you want to give your guests some good, you want to give them a heads up that this isn't just like, oh, hey, in 2 days, can you come do this? Typically 10 to 14 days ahead of time, you want to start inviting people. So pick a date with plenty of time to spare. Find a location, whether it's in your living room, whether it's at a coffee shop. I've been to one in the back of a Mexican restaurant. That's how we do it down here in Texas. Gather your supplies, update the PowerPoint. I do have a PowerPoint that I use. It's super simple, but it just gives people something to look at that are visual. Create an event page on Facebook, okay? However, do not dump people into this event page. And what I mean by that is, how many of you have been dumped into an event page before where all of a sudden you're invited to an online party that you have zero interest in? No one messaged you about it. No one talked to you about it. No one said, hey, I'm inviting you to my party. You just are dumped into this page, and you are left to feel guilty for clicking, not going, right? So Plexus is different, y'all. We are all about relationships and friendships and communication and just treating people with respect. And so before you add someone to the event page, talk to them. Find out if, one, if they're even interested, and two, if they can come. Maybe they can't come, but they're still interested in information, and you can say, well, I'll add you to the event page because I'm going to be making some posts in there, and you can read up on stuff as I'm posting. So create the event page. Don't just dump people in there. Wait for their permission to be added to the page, and then invite. So just posting on your Facebook page that you're having an event does not count as an invitation. These are personal, private messages, texts, emails. They're not just like mass mailers. This is a very personal message of saying, hey, Diane, in a couple weeks, I'm hosting a Sip and See, and I would love for you to be my guest. I know you mentioned one time you were interested in learning more about Plexus. You know, I have this event page on Facebook I could add you to. Is that something you'd be interested in? So there's a portion of that you could copy and paste to people, but you're just wanting it to be very personal and real with people. So invite like crazy. My experience is that like for every 10 people you invite, usually 1 or 2 are actually going to be able to attend. So if in your mind you're wanting 5 people there, you may need to invite like 30 people and just see. You never know. So find out what your ratio is for invitations sent out to actually people that attend. So invite like crazy, be personal, and follow up. So as the event is getting closer, you're going to be sending a message of, hey, just wanted to make sure I'm going to see you Saturday morning at my Sip and See. I'm so excited about it. Let me know if you have any questions, right? So you're following up as the event is getting closer, and you're wanting people to make a clear commitment. You're wanting either to write by their name, yes, they're planning on coming, or no, they're not. Maybes, and I'll think about it, or I'm not sure. Like, just get the person to commit, because you need to know, for the sake of planning, but also just how to follow up with them leading up to the event. So get a yes or no confirmation from them, if at all possible. Okay, the day of the event, I want you to follow up one more time, whether it's in the morning or the evening, just like about an hour and a half before the event. I want you to send the yeses a private message. Again, it's individual. So Diane said she wanted to come to my Sip and See. I added her to my event page. She's been seeing me put some posts in there before the event, and those posts can be anything, y'all. They can be videos from YouTube. They could be things from the back office. They could be product information, opportunity information, compensation plan information, whatever you think is relevant to your audience, whatever you want to share. So she's been watching my thing. So that morning, Saturday morning, is my Sip and See. I'm going to write Diane one more message and say, hey girl, I'm so excited to see you this morning. Just wanted to make sure you have my address, or just wanted to make sure you know how to get to the restaurant, whatever. You're just wanting to touch base one more time to be personal and be friendly, and make sure that they're coming as well. So if you're using a PowerPoint, plan for time to set up your computer and be prepared for glitches. I'm not saying expect glitches, but be prepared. If your computer isn't cooperating, you're going to play it cool, and you're just, not going to use it. And you're already prepared. You either made note cards, or you have a piece of paper that you're reading, or whatever. So be prepared for glitches. I like to lay out whatever products I have. So if all you have is the triplex at your house, lay out the triplex. If you have more bottles of things, if you have, I actually keep a bag. I have a big Ziploc bag of empty bottles. So I have an empty X Factor bottle, a Mega X bottle, an Accelerator bottle, Boost bottle. That way at events, I'm able to sit them out. People can pick them up. They can look at the ingredients. They can read them. They can hold them. And so I like to lay out products. If all you have is the triplex, then lay it out. Let them see it. I like to mix up some Slim, and of course, take a deep breath. Everything's going to be awesome. Okay, so what are you talking about at this Sip and See? What are you saying? Okay, I have kept this outline very broad and very general, because I want you to fill in the empty spaces with what you are passionate about, with what you are excited about, and with your story, and your friends' stories, your team's stories, your customer stories, whatever stories you have up your sleeve. This is the opportunity to be a storyteller. So you're going to start off by setting your audience up for success. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is share your goal for this time. And this is, I'm telling you what your goal is. Here it is. You want to build their belief in Plexus, the products, and the opportunity. You want to help them dream beyond their current circumstances. Okay, that is your goal for your Sip and See, and you're going to tell them, this is why we're doing this today. This is the goal of our time. This is the objective of our time. Okay. You're going to then, and these do follow along with the PowerPoint I use. So if you use that PowerPoint as well, it all matches up as you change slides. Okay, so the second slide, and you do read the Plexus disclaimer, which is on the PowerPoint. We always read the disclaimer that says, this event is brought to you by Plexus ambassadors, blah, blah, blah. We do not claim to cure, treat, or heal disease, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're going to share about Plexus in general first. Share why Plexus is relevant and unique, okay? So everyone needs it. I heard an event I heard someone at an event say once, you know, if you have cells in your body, you need plexus. Okay. So everyone needs it. Male, female, young, old. It is relevant. Absolutely. It addresses 3 root issues. This is why plexus is unique, because it addresses blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. Right? And those 3 things, I'm giving you like a mini event right here. So those 3 things, right, are tied back to just about every health issue, health concern out there. They get to the root issue of health, and that's why everyone needs it. Okay, then I want you to share your story. Okay, share your story. Here's how you can break down your story. What was life before plexus? What was your health like? What were your finances like? Who introduced you to plexus? Why did you join plexus? Why did you start taking the products? Why did you jump into the business opportunity? And then your after story. What has your health been like after plexus? What have your finances been like after plexus? Now, y'all, like I said, I was sharing this before my first paycheck. So if you are a brand new ambassador, you are sharing what you are hopeful for. I'm hoping, and I have every reason to expect, that plexus is going to help with my energy, my immune system. I'm hoping it's going to help me lose some weight. And I can't wait to get my first paycheck. Okay, so you're talking positively that you are expecting success. So you're going to share your story, share the business opportunity. Okay. Now, when I throw up the stair-step graphic that shows our compensation plan, it's very busy. It has a bunch of numbers. It goes over our entire compensation plan on that one graphic. So what I do is I tell people, I'm like, y'all, there's a bunch of information on this graphic right here, but here's what I want you to know about our compensation plan. 1, you can earn money right away. If you sign up tonight, you can get a paycheck next week if you want, right? That our business building bonuses are paid out every Friday. You can get paid right away. We're paid 11 different ways, which can be overwhelming at first, but it's also very exciting. So, right, you're talking about what you love about our compensation plan. You're going to share that anyone can do this, right? There are diamonds in the company that are from small towns, from big towns. There's pastors' wives, there's nurses, there's homeschool moms, there's families with 11 kids, there's single ladies with no kids. Like, anyone can do this. And then you're going to share with them about going silver. Okay, what is going silver? The fact that anyone can do it, and the fact that it is the key to our business being successful, is personally sponsoring 3 ambassadors, and the average annual income for a silver ambassador is very exciting. It's on average around $400 a month. So, right, like, who doesn't want $400 a month? And going back to the fact that everyone already needs our products. So telling them, people that need these products, people that are desperate for this, and you could do this. Okay. You're going to share the products and health testimonials. Most of the time, I just go over Triplex. And share what you know. Watch some videos before your event to kind of brush up on the products, or even better yet, just get out your product cards from your success kit, and do not be embarrassed about reading right off of those cards. And here's why, guys. If you get up there and you start sharing all about the science behind chromium and alpha lipoic acid and chlorogenic acid, and you start breaking down like Slim on a cellular level, everything that you just said about the business and the fact that anyone can do it, you're showing them that in order to do this business, they have to understand chromium and alpha lipoic acid and all of that. if you stand there and you read your product cards about Slim and about BioCleanse and about ProBio 5, they're watching you and they're thinking, well, she's just reading off some cards. I can do that. And you just made your entire event extremely more, much more duplicatable, okay? That your team is going to see what you're doing, that you're just reading off some product cards, and they're going to think, I can do that. So share the products, share the product cards, and health testimonials. Use your own, use your upline. Obviously, if there's other ambassadors at this event, have them share their moms, have them, if you need to, just print some off of Facebook and read those. But typically about 2 to 3 is sufficient. But just share how the products have changed people's lives, for sure. Overall, you want to inspire, inspire, inspire. You want these people to see that our products are unique. They have the ability to change their life. Our business opportunity is one of a kind. It's ground floor. Sky's the limit. And I can't see my bottom bullet point. Can you guys see it? It's blocked on my screen. All right, if y'all can see it. Oh, tell them to bring a friend. Is that what it says? Okay, cool. So like I just said about Sarah Marble, say, y'all, we're going to be doing this again next month. If this is something, if you know someone that needs to hear about all this, I want you to bring them back next month, okay? If you know someone that could be blessed by these products or blessed by this business opportunity, you need to bring them to next month's event, okay? Or next week's if y'all want to go all out crazy like Sarah Marble. I'm seriously trying to think of how we could do this. But okay, so I know that was a lot of information, but like I said, overall, fill in the gaps with your excitement, your stories, and that's what people are going to walk away with far more than information, okay? So in our business, facts tell, but stories sell, okay? People are going to be drawn to the stories that you share far more than the information that you read off, okay? So connect with people and be a storyteller, okay? After, have your computer ready for people to order. Just about every Sip and See I've been to, there's a computer there and people are ordering on it by the end of it. Ooh, my battery's about to die. All right, let me plug it in. Okay. Answer questions to the best of your ability. If you don't know an answer, say, I don't know about that. I'll have to get back with you. Okay. I have never been asked too hard of a question. And if they are asking questions really specific to their health, if they're like, I had my thyroid removed and would this be safe for me? You're going to say, I'm not sure about that. Let me look into that. And then look into that. Look into team pages and testimonials and find out that, yes, Plexus could help you tremendously. Okay, this is so, so important. Follow up with everyone who wanted to come but couldn't. You are going to invite them to an online event this later that month. You're going to invite them to next month's event that you're hosting, because you're hosting one every single month. Or even better, you're going to set up a one-on-one with them and go buy them coffee. Go to a coffee shop and meet with them one-on-one to talk about Plexus. So follow up with everyone that couldn't come, that wanted to. Okay, so that is what I had prepared. But like I said, what I want y'all to walk away with the most is the potential for major momentum if you commit to monthly events with your team. And if you're committed to bringing your own guests, but helping your team and getting your team to invite guests, the multiplication that could happen is really exciting. The other thing I want you to walk away with is to be yourself. And this is the place to be excited. Share enthusiastically. And it's not about the details and getting all the numbers right. It's about sharing how Plexus changes lives. I mean, that's the events that I've been to that you walk away like, wow. It was people's stories. It was them painting a picture, right, of what life was like before Plexus. That it's not just, before Plexus, I was really tired and I didn't sleep well and I couldn't lose weight. It's like drawing them in. I always think of Erin Bush. She's a Sapphire Ambassador on Team Eichenhorst. And when she shares her story, she draws you into her story about how she could not get out of bed every morning because of the pain that she was in. She had to walk up a ramp at the grocery store because she was in so much pain she could not step up onto the curb, right? So she's painting a picture for what her life was like, and she's drawing you in to where you are like, that is awful, and then she contrasts it with, but now with Plexus, I have my life back. My husband tells me that he has his wife back. My kids look at me and say, Mommy, I'm so glad you're different now, right? Like it's those things that are drawing you in and seeing that Plexus isn't just about like, oh, I was really tired before and now I have energy. No, it's like, what did that mean for you? What did that mean for your life? And it could be simple things, but draw it out to the furthest end, right? If let's say you're a student and it's now I have the energy to focus on my studies so that I'm prepared for my future, right? It's like drawing it out, giving people a vision for what these products and this business opportunity could be. So, and with the business opportunity, y'all believe big. From day one, I was telling people I will be a diamond in Plexus. I don't know when, but I will. So that's powerful to have that much confidence in a business opportunity to where you can say to people, I don't know when, but I'm on my way to driving around a free Lexus one day. Just because you believe in the opportunity that much, that you believe in Plexus and the opportunity that it's true. If you commit to this business, whether it's 2 years or 4 years or 6 years, it could happen for you. Why wouldn't it happen for you is what I tell people. I'm like, why wouldn't it happen? Because the products work and the business works. So it's logical that it will happen for you if you stick with it. So when you're talking like that at these events, people are drawn in and they're curious as to, why are you so confident? Well, you're confident because it's the real deal. So are there any, I'll just very quickly open it up for questions. And if there aren't, then we will just wrap it up and be done. Y'all can unmute yourself if you have questions. All righty, then I'm going to wrap things up and say thanks so much for coming tonight, y'all. I hope this was helpful. And of course, message me if you have any other questions. But I would love for all of you to have that goal of hosting an event every month. I think I'm going to host one next Saturday. I'm pretty excited. I finally know enough people here in town to actually justify hosting one. So I'm going to be hosting one, and I hope to be hosting one on a monthly basis too. So I'm doing it with y'all. So, alrighty guys, thanks so much. Have a good night and talk to y'all soon.